Experiencing some delays if you head to a Starbucks this morning. Some workers in the metro are threatening to strike. Atlanta News First Asia Wilson reports from the Haynes Bridge Road location in Alpharetta.
Well, for the last hour or so, we've been seeing people come in the parking lot trying to order something, and of course, it is closed. Now, I can tell you that some union workers here at Starbucks say that they are protesting due to the lack of progress in negotiations with the company, as well as with inflation happening. They say they feel that they aren't getting paid enough. Now, union workers have been striking since last Friday at places in Chicago, Los Angeles, and Seattle. Leaders with Starbucks Workers United say the company has failed to honor a commitment made in February. They want the company to also resolve outstanding legal issues, which includes alleged unfair labor practice charges filed by workers. According to the Associated Press, Starbucks said it has committed to an annual increase of 1.5% or more for unionized workers. The company also says baristas make an average of $18 per an hour with benefits. We spoke with one worker who says they want to be treated better, compensated more, and have better benefits and be heard.
I know baristas in my store personally who are having to choose between gas or groceries. So when you see problems like that, like it's really hard to not feel some type of way about the fact that Starbucks made $24 billion in profit this year, 2% more than last year, and we're still seeing 2% pay raises.
Now, this Starbucks has been closed for a while now. It would normally be open at this hour. I'm told by an employee at another location that they are open, but this location is unionized, and all unionized locations are closed for the holiday. In Alpharetta, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.